Once upon a time, there was a little boy called Howard who loved writing stories.
Little Howard dreamed of being a writer, and so he sat and wrote every night. But everything he wrote was fucking shite, yeah. Wubba-dubba-doo, wubba-dubba-doo. Worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world. He's a stupid, suck-ass, rubbish writer.
Hello everybody and welcome to the worst writer in the world with
Howard Long.
Howard Long. How are you doing, Howard Long?
I am very long, as I'm sure you're all aware by now.
And extremely Howard.
Yeah,
Yes.
mostly Howard.
All right, well, thank you to the British Comedy Guide for hosting this show and to you, the listener, for appropriately listening to it.
And Rufus Penzance.
For saying it.
Yeah.
Thanks to Howard for writing it, to me for saying it, and to you for listening to it. And let's not forget British Comedy Guide for hosting it. All right. But also, thank you to our lovely patrons on Patreon.
Thank you, including 5 new Patreons on Patreon.
Good, yeah. To tell us their names, Howard.
Laura Baxter.
Your bit. This is your bit. Go on, do it well. Yeah.
Laura
Brilliant.
Baxter. Miss Medic.
Miss Medic, yeah.
Colin White.
Colin White, got it.
Patrick Bell.
Patrick Bell. I'm not sure that's how you pronounce his name, but go with it, yeah.
And Bethany Marie.
Brilliant.
And they're really good in all those 5, but I've got a brand new favourite member, and they're about to give us their plot so far.
Yeah. Do you know their name?
Yeah, their name is
What's their name?
Mr. Boobily
Oh dear. Try harder.
Barry.
Yeah, Barry.
Barry Head-On.
Okay, so this week's plot so far, written by Barry Head-On. Here we go. Poor old Teddy Sharp. He just wants to write songs about dogs. He doesn't care if it's a police dog, a fire dog, or a dog that someone put in a bag and chucked in a river.
Yeah.
Probably because it was a fire dog. And since there's no such thing as a fire dog, that must mean a dog that's on fire.
Yeah.
Teddy wants to write songs about dogs with cute whiskies and pawsies. Having hot sex with a man called Teddy Sharp. Oh, what a coincidence that the dog fucking man is called Teddy Sharp. That doesn't mean that I want to fuck a dog, even though I am currently fucking a dog. Unfortunately for Teddy, while he wants to write songs about boning dogs, absolutely no one in the world wants to hear songs about boning dogs.
Boo.
So Teddy's label has employed Will Fletcher to write songs with Teddy. They know Will is a safe pair of hands because he was once the UK entry for the Eurovision Song Contest. But he lost when he gave up halfway through playing his song and upended a piano on live television. Will is the stabilising influence that Teddy Sharp needs. But Will has 2 problems. 1, Teddy Sharp has sleep teleportation. A disorder which affects 1 in 7 billion people and causes Teddy to wake up in Frankfurt sometimes. And 2, Annalisa, the terrifying sexual predator. After Will has said no to Annalisa approximately 1 million times, she finds his weakness when they play a song together and now they're in love. So, Will Fletcher, the dullest person in the world, and Annalisa Smanshan, the most annoying person in the world, spend a whole day feeding bread to ducks and leaves to deer. Deer who live in the park, but apparently can't find leaves and need 2 pillocks to help them. At the end of the day, Annalisa invites Will to a music and art event. Will surprises her by saying yes, and several ducks explode because of all that bread that Will and Annalisa stuffed inside them.
I mean, that is 24 hours of bread to ducks.
They're going to explode.
They're going to explode.
They're so full of bread.
Yeah.
It's 24 hours.
I mean, they had to hold that duck down. It's like saying, please, I don't want any more bread, but they can't speak duck, so...
Are we sure it said ducks? Are we sure that the script said ducks plural and not feed bread to duck?
Duck. Yeah.
No, take some more bread. Go on, get some more in. I've still got 8 loaves to go. I'm trying, but I think it's going to explode.
Maybe they were just trying to fan it up for dinner.
They're like the witch in Hansel and Gretel. No, take it and put it in a cage. Right, stick your beak through. Beak's not any fatter. All right, next day, stick your beak through. No, it's still a very thin duck.
I don't know. I think if you fed a duck for 24 hours, its beak probably would put on some weight.
Well, you don't know how ducks work then, do you?
I don't. Why would I know how ducks work?
Before we get started, I need to tell the listener about something that you accidentally revealed to me about this script that the listener might not know because it's not actually been in the script. When we were not recording, Howard, you told me that Will has a dead wife and kid. So, I mean, it's pretty obvious that there's someone dead in his life, but you mentioned that it's he has a dead wife and a dead kid. All right. So
He's got other dead things.
he's got in his collection. Basically, when I say he's got, I don't mean he's got. I mean
that
his
bag
wife is
that
dead
bag
and his kid is
that
dead.
he carries everywhere.
All right. So in the last episode, Will and Annalisa had a nice day together. Right.
Oh.
Fed some ducks. Fed some deer. Right?
They are such a great couple.
They're lovely together.
He's so interesting, and she's so grounded.
She's so likeable.
Yeah, very likeable.
Yeah. Well, they both are, aren't they? They're both super likeable, interesting people, and not at all the sort of people you'd run away from the instant you met them. But yeah, so they spent a beautiful day together, and they got on well. And Will agreed to go to an art and music event with Annalisa. All right. So let's see what's going on with that. Next scene. Interior clothing establishment. Right? And it says William and Annalisa try on a bunch of stuff. Mm-hmm. So that's a bit of a surprise. She's like, do you want to go to a music and art event? And he's like, yeah, all right. And then shopping. It's like she tricked him.
They got to dress up for the art event.
Oh, okay. Okay, fair enough. So they try on a bunch of stuff. A store assistant helps, which I suspect means montage, right? That sounds like a bit of a
dressing up
moment.
montage.
Yeah,
yes,
definitely.
it should say montage. Dressing up montage.
It should say. Eventually, with him in a tuxedo, Annalisa sticks her head through dressing room curtains.
All right.
Well, question. Go on.
Oh, just like leave. Yeah, just go.
Well, question.
well.
Well. No, she's got a real question. Heels or boots? What? He's so surprised that she didn't ask a stupid question.
Yes.
What? He looks up. She is dangling a choice of footwear at him.
At him.
Do we have to do a lot of walking? Is it the kind of art and music event where you have to walk in circles for 100 miles? No. Heels. So, I don't know. I've gone off William.
Push up on
I think you should wear heels
and
because you're not going to
makeup.
walk.
And lots of makeup.
Yeah.
And get a tan.
Absolutely. And boobed out, please.
Thong.
Thanks. She disappears behind the curtain. Magic trick.
Yeah.
Oh, question. She says. He thought he'd got away with it, but he hasn't. He says, go on.
Oh, no.
Why do people say head over heels in love? I don't get it. Well, our heads are over our heels anyway. Well, that's because people do cartwheels of sheer joy to be so very annoyingly happy and in love. I like it, aside from the sarcastic tone.
Yeah. That doesn't explain it, though, does it? Because that is still heels over head if you do a cartwheel. Maybe what it means is something entirely different. Like you've got to head over to somewhere called heels.
Oh, so you're in love? Okay, yeah. Well, if you just head over to Heels,
yeah.
then you've got a few forms you've got to fill out, and then we'll give you your Being in Love licence.
Yeah.
Which means you can do everything officially. What's your name, by the way?
Barbara.
Barbara, and your surname?
Barbara.
Barbara.
Pretty good at impro. Hey.
That's perfect. Okay, Barbara. Okay. And how old are you? How old are you?
11.
Oh, sorry, you're too young to be in love.
Oh,
You can only get a love license when you are 13, and then you can get married to Squire Allen.
Oh, no.
Okay, that's the deal. But you are too young.
I suppose if you're in Scotland, they say, oh, heels. And they're talking about like hills, right? Because that's how they say stuff in Scotland, because they're idiots. Ooh, would you like to climb that hill?
Yeah, they're
Yes.
idiots. They are.
So
They are idiots.
So if you head
Well,
over to some hills,
She is Scottish.
Yes. So
And she said, so why do people say... I'll do it in an English accent so people can understand it. Why do people say head over hills in love? They don't. Oh, thanks. Bye. Question.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what... No, she wants to say why people say head over heels. No, it's... Okay, so... The thing is, being in love, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't make you upside down, right? It doesn't make you upside down. That's not a consequence of being in love. So it doesn't make sense to say heels over head in love, because that suggests that you're upside down because you're in love. I like it, aside from the sarcastic tone, says quirky Annalisa. Though he is not being sarcastic, rather annoyed at himself for falling for Annalisa. She steps out in a wedding dress.
Oh!
She looks amazing.
Yeah.
You would marry her.
What? I mean, why is that? That's fine. I mean, what's wrong with that? I'm just telling you.
But I mean, that's fair. Because my criteria for whether I would marry someone is purely: does she look good in a wedding dress or not?
No. You see, you're taking that as one complete thing. Like what I'm saying is she looks amazing, and then I'm saying you'd marry her.
Right,
so you understand.
It's got nothing to do with the dress.
You're
You're saying that I would marry Annalisa.
What I'm saying is that, like, you know, whoever you are, wherever you are, she would be exactly the thing that you want to marry because of what she's wearing.
You were doing okay for a while then, and then you tripped yourself up.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, but anyway, but no, that's what I'm saying. That's fine. I don't need to do well. That's what I'm saying. There's, at some point in everyone's life, there's some person steps out from behind a curtain that they've disappeared behind before in a wedding dress, and you'd be like, "Fuck yeah, I will marry that."
Yeah. Since you're already in that wedding dress, should we go to the church?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Seems a shame to waste that wedding dress.
I mean, you put it on for a reason, right?
I mean,
what the shit other reasons could you possibly have a wedding dress on in this scene for?
In this shop that's not a wedding dress shop. Why have they
Where
got one? We're not
where
sure
did
why
you get it from?
this clothing establishment
I had it
has
in my
wedding
bag.
dresses.
It's just mine that I
Because
take
you're
everywhere.
at a bridal store for that thing. They just don't have them in this. This is just a fucking shop.
Yeah.
I went to she goes to the newsagent. He buys some chewing gum. She steps out in a wedding dress. Like, what's going on?
I got it from this wedding dress magazine. I cut it out.
Well, you've got to marry me because it says in the stage directions.
It says you would. It says you would.
You would.
Yeah. No, that is weird. I mean, maybe in a thrift store, like very rarely, but every now and again you might get a wedding dress.
They've got a cancer research.
But it said clothing, like you said, it says clothing establishment, and that suggests it's a posh place.
Oh, Trade then. Trade, they mostly do clothing, don't they? That's do you know them? TRAID. It's a charity store, but it's mostly clothes.
TRAID. I know how to spell trade.
No, TRA. No, because that's how you spell trade. You spell it TRADE.
Oh, trade with an I. Oh yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't listening.
So you don't know how to spell trade. You lied.
I don't. Shit. Oh, I've got to quit my job now.
Yeah, like something like penis, PFGKY.
Yeah, that's penis.
Penis,
That's what penis. The thing is, I only listened to the first letter. Stop paying attention. I was like, fucking hell, I don't know how to spell trade after you said T. Don't spell trade to me, you fucking moron.
Yeah, no, wait. Oh, that's right.
Don't spell penis to me. I know how to spell. I know it's PFGY. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, okay, cool. So she steps out in a wedding dress. She looks amazing. You would marry her.
I would.
What do you think?
I mean, it's got to be a really good wedding dress to make you forget how annoying she is. He's got some mind control wedding dress that eliminates all knowledge of what an annoying fuck she is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Eradicates all remembrance of that time she went Will. Why did dogs have heads? Well,
Is that a quirky question? Why did dogs have Because everything has a head. Chairs don't.
Chairs don't have heads.
Chairs don't have head. I think you're deliberately asking me stupid questions now. I don't know why. Is it because you don't really have a personality and this is your substitute?
Yeah, well,
is it because you're written by Howard?
If I would chuck word, why would I chuck good venture? What? Come on, Will, stop being a spoil sport.
That's not a question. That's a tongue twister. This doesn't make you interesting.
Well,
the ability to say tongue twisters.
Oh, Will, question. Red lorry, yellow lorry.
It's not a question, okay? It's not a question.
Yeah, rubber baby buggy bumpers.
Yeah.
Rubber baby buggy bumpers.
Rubber bogey bobby
Rubber
bumpers.
baby buggy bumpers.
Rubber bogies in your bobby bumper.
Rubber baby buggy bumpers.
Yeah, okay. So that's enough tongue twisters for now.
I'm the very model of a modern man in general. I'm information vegetable.
That's not a tongue twister.
All
right.
It is.
So she comes out in her wedding dress.
It's easy if you don't do the words.
Yeah, I can do tongue twisters. Blah, blah, blah. Do you like my tongue twister? Blah, 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 blah. Seashells.
Yes.
Oh, Will, do you want him to do a tongue twister? You lorry. Do you like it? Anyway, she comes out in her wedding dress. She looks amazing. You would marry her.
Okay.
She says, "What do you think?" And William says, "I do." like a knee jerk. He's like just got married by instinct. I do. We married now.
It says you would.
Yeah,
everyone who sees her says I do.
You're walking down the street. I do. They're all Will.
Do you give me 50% of all your royalties? I do.
I do. She smiles a winning smile.
Oh wow, what's she win?
Yeah, jackpot. Yeah. Loads of money comes out of her face.
Yeah.
Will scoops it up and puts it back in her ear.
Yeah, and then pulls her arm again.
Yeah.
Oh, won again.
Well, I'm glad you've got a winning smile. Well, they're going to need money because Annalisa's next line is, "We'll take them." So they're buying the tuxedo and the wedding dress. Mm-hmm. And we'd like a bottle of Cristal too. Cristal. Is champagne or beer? Because Cristal is a beer in South America.
Beer, definitely.
I feel like you've told me that's champagne in some other situation, but Cristal is definitely a beer in South America.
South
and
American
quite a
beer.
cheap beer.
Yeah.
Like a shit beer.
Could you go to South America and fetch us some cheap shit beer, please?
Right, so they bought the clothes. Right, she bought the wedding dress, he bought the tuxedo, and they decided to wear them out. Don't just put them in a bag. We'll wear them.
They are
right?
wonderful
They
people.
are wonderful people, and
They just
let's
get
not
better.
forget they also got a bottle of champagne. All right, so next scene. Exterior, street near the art show. Mm-hmm. Annalisa and William stroll along arm in arm with a glass of champagne each.
Right.
Maybe you saw them, it'd just be like, oh God, fucking losers.
I just think that, like...
They've come from a wedding and they're really happy about it, I suppose. You wouldn't be...
Did she say they weren't going to have to walk anywhere? And immediately, the next thing they do is go for a
walk to the art show, yeah. Oh, not far, it's just 20 miles away. Music pulses from within the building and the smokers congregate outside the front. Interior art show. A handsome, long-haired singer/songwriter, Lucas,
Met me.
with a backing band, plays a song on stage. This is your cameo, right?
My famous singing song.
Yeah. So Annalisa sees him, the handsome man.
Ooh.
She steers William.
She steers him. Gets in him.
She gets
Turns
in
him
and
on.
reverses. Bleep, 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 bleep.
Yeah. Warning, this wheel is reversing.
Warning, this
Warning,
wheel is reversing backwards. Not forward. I'm reversing backwards. She steers William towards the dance floor that lies in front of the stage. Nobody is dancing. Oh, God. Mr. Fletcher?
Oh,
She
God.
holds out her hand.
Oh, he's going to hate this.
It's empty.
Yeah.
I don't know if he means her hand or the dance floor.
Yeah, I accept payment for dancing.
Because everybody is waiting for the bride and groom
Oh!
to have the first dance.
Cool.
I gotta go now, boy. Sorry, boy. I'm running. I'm glad I made you wear heels so you can't catch me. Boy, run away.
Yeah, you should have said glue. You said heels.
Question. Heels or flats? Glue. Okay.
Boy.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I didn't say heels, flats or glue. The slight hint of a smile appears on his lips. He's enjoying it.
It's the right place for it, though.
Yeah. Well done, Will. You got that one right.
I'm smiling with my ears.
The slight hint of a smile appears on his lips.
Yeah. Well, that's slight. That's so fucking.
Slight hint.
Listen. You can't see Rufus's faces here, but the thing is, like, his version of Will is way more into Annalisa than it is in the script. I think it's because he's playing both of them. He's like,
well, I don't want to put myself down. I don't want to be like, no, I don't think I like you, Annalisa. You're a fucking moron. No, because that's me. Yeah. No, I do like you, Annalisa. I forgive you your stupid voice.
I really like it when you say, "Ooh, Will question." It's really sexy. You're very sexy.
Not because of the words you say, but because of your sexy voice.
Especially like your bald head and glasses and penis.
I like your bald head and glasses and penis too. Thank you. Let's go home and play parallel penises.
Yeah, parallel penising is a good game.
William and Annalisa dance together like newlyweds.
Really?
During the dance, other people join. Lucas clocks Annalisa. It's with a clock.
Yeah.
Lucas's song ends. At the end of the song, Annalisa kisses William passionately. He reciprocates. So that's what happens there.
Yeah,
right?
Watch Lucas is shocked.
No, this is really getting me down, man, and I feel my gay venom building up. Derek, are you there? Yeah, oh no, I'm the same voice. No, I've got the same voice as Will. Oh no. Hey, Will, do you remember when we were at school together and you used to call yourself Derek? Yeah, I do remember that. I need you to suck my gay venom out again.
It's a more interesting story if they both used to fuck this guy.
Yeah, definitely.
She's there, she used to fuck him. Like,
She
she didn't realise that Will was his early
boyfriend at school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good script, actually.
That is, yeah.
Has anyone done that one?
Probably.
Doesn't even need a fucking good script. It just has the... Just ram that premise up, go like, and here it is, and we're like, oh, I like that idea.
Get me to play all the parts, obviously.
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt.
So, Mr. Producer, I would like you to finance this film. I've already cast it. Here he is. There's 5 main parts in this. Yeah. He's this is the 5 main parts. This guy here. Hello. Oh, this is the voice I'll be using for the male lead, the romantic male lead, and this is the voice I'll be using for the female lead. Do you like it? She's going to be so annoying. Oh my god!
The best thing about your Scottish woman is you can always hear her flicking her hair. It's amazing. You hear it.
She is always doing that. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, so much hair. I'm so hairy. Oh my god. I'm so hairy.
Oh, my penis is so hairy. You would be surprised.
Oh, it's so big.
It doesn't matter how often I shave my penis.
You can always hear me flicking my penis.
Yeah, so as soon as I shave 1 inch off, another 12 inches come back. It's just like, I'm covered in hair.
So, William and Annalisa add a dance, right?
Yeah.
Then they add a snog in front of Lucas, the singer, who also is Annalisa's ex-boyfriend.
But not the guy from the very beginning of the film, right?
That was Danny, yeah. This is a more ex-boyfriend.
Right, yeah. They were going to get married or something.
Yeah, probably you meant something more to her, maybe. Just Danny was just a shag, yeah.
Danny was a better guy, though, because he knew those guys with the ginormous heads, of course.
And that is how you evaluate people, isn't it? You're like, so you've applied to be friend of Howard Long. Yeah. Question 1, and only, how many Portuguese guys with big heads do you know?
Because we know what Howard Long really loves is people with big heads. Because I like to hang around with people with bigger heads because it makes my head feel bigger.
It doesn't make it look bigger, though, does it?
Oh,
you look
not
ridiculous.
Really thought that through, have I?
All right, so let's see what's going on with not with the guys with the big heads. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, this film isn't about them. It's about 2 of the dullest people who've ever lived, Will and Annalisa. So let's see what's going on at the art event that they've gone to. All right.
Yeah, Mrs. Question and Mr. Boring.
Mrs. Question and Mr. Too Dull to Even Ask a Fucking Question.
Yeah, at least she's inquisitive.
Yeah, yeah. Even if it is a kind of performed inquisitiveness. it's still better than That's all Will's got. That was boring. All right, here we go. The audience clap Lucas, who makes his way off stage, as the band kick in with some lyric-free jazz.
Wow.
After they have kissed, the band... After they have kissed... All right, so while the band are playing jazz, they are blah, 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 blah. That is what happens. No, it's a new sentence, so I guess it's after they have kissed, they discover Lucas. So they is Annalisa.
Discover Lucas.
Yeah. So after Annalisa and William have kissed, they discover Lucas behind them. Yeah, by flagging him.
Yeah, final frontier. Let's climb him.
A blonde Madeleine is making a beeline for Lucas. So, I don't know, she's been collecting dead bees and now she's putting them in a line.
Yeah.
And she's doing that for Lucas. Lucas is like, hey baby, can you I'm just going to go and talk to my ex-girlfriend. Could you put these bees in a line? Could you put these bees in a line for me? Actually, it's more difficult if they're living bees, isn't it?
That's true.
Like,
They're not going to stay still, are they?
Yeah, take these 10 living bees and make them stay in a line.
If you put
for
a line
me.
of honey along the floor, they'll probably like just stand on that, right? Because they love honey, don't they? Bees.
Bees, of course, famous for sticking to honey, yeah. So, after all that happens, Lucas, you're looking amazing as ever. Interesting outfit. Of course, you've never seen me in wedding dress, have you? Well, this is Lucas. Lucas, well. A pleasure, dude. Madeleine arrives. This must be Madeleine. The infamous Annalisa. Annalisa turns apologetically to William, who stares daggers at her, then turns on his heel and strides off. Well, she turns, undecided whether to pursue. You said she was shorter in real life, says Madeleine. She's wearing heels. Madeleine storms off. Lucas is exasperated.
She's as well.
He turns, undecided whether to pursue. Maddie, I didn't do anything.
It's true, he didn't. I don't know why she's annoyed about his ex-fiancée being a bit
taller than he. Yeah,
and also he just explained why she's taller because she's wearing high heels.
And basically, she's saying, "You said she was shorter in real life." He's like, "Yeah, man. When you saw that picture of us together, and she was a foot taller than me." I said, in real life, I'm taller than her, man. It's just a weird thing that photos do where they make some people look taller but not others.
That photograph of where I only come to her crotch.
That's just like, I mean, you can see I'm not standing in a hole or anything. And she's definitely not standing on a box, but it's just a trick of the light, man. In reality, she's only 8 centimetres tall. She's Thumbelina, man.
I'm very angry about it.
You said she was Thumbelina in real
I'm
life.
very angry about it. It's a short woman. I expect her to be short tall, but she's very tall. Plus, she got these shoes on. Magic shoes. You got these magic shoes make her taller.
Why can't I have magic shoes? You can have magic shoes.
Why she get magic
They're actually
shoes
called
for?
high heels. It's quite normal. I've never seen such fucking magic.
Some magic fucking shoes. I've got magic shoes where I come from.
Oh, fucking hell, where'd you get magic shoes from? Oh, fucking hell, where am I from? What fucking action have I got? Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, I know what happens.
Yeah. That's where we're up to in the script. All right. So what's happened recently is that Will stormed off when he realised what Annalisa was doing, like basically taking him to an art and music event to snog him at her ex-boyfriend. Right. Meanwhile, Madeleine stormed off when she realised that Annalisa wasn't a dwarf.
Yeah, that's right.
She was very upset about that. Yeah. So let's see what's going on.
She hates lack of dwarf, doesn't she, Madeleine? Famously, that's her one character trait that we all know.
She's probably the wizard in Time Pig, right?
Right. Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, you're not a dwarf." Like, no, I'll kill you. Okay.
What's the Time Pig, Rufus?
Well, the Time Pig is a very special Worst Writer episode in which which we read Mr. Howard Long's Choose Your Own Adventure books that he wrote when he was about 11.
Wow.
Right? And you can't get it just on this Worst Writer feed, but you can get it for free.
It is free, yeah.
You can get it for free by going to manbycow.com/free.
Free.
And find out what other stuff you can get for free that's not on this or our other regular podcast feeds. It's totally worth it.
Some tasty stuff there.
It's good though. Time Pig's funny, right? It is ridiculous. It's insane. And there is a point in it when a wizard kills you because you don't know a dwarf called Titch, all right?
Yeah.
Serious. That actually happens.
That does happen.
All right, should we get back to the not as good as Time Pig story, Notes on Love? That's what this could do with. It could do with more multiple choice.
It's a lot longer than Time Pig.
Annalisa, does she A, ask a question, or B, not ask a fucking question?
It wouldn't be. It would be. Which question do you want Annalisa to ask? This annoying question? This more annoying question? Or this most
Super
annoying question?
Yeah.
Go with the most annoying then, shall we? You've made the wrong decision. A murderer gets you.
There are a lot of murderers in Howard's Choose Your Own Adventures, like just behind doors, in garages, in bins.
That's right.
It's amazing.
I mean, if Teddy was in Time Pig, he'd be in those bins as well, looking for those dogs.
Anyway, if none of this makes sense, what you need to do is listen to Time Pig for free, and then come back and listen to this episode again. It'll make more sense.
Yeah.
All right, and you'll be like, oh yeah, that's why they say dogs in bins. That's what they mean by a dwarf called Titch. Oh, that's really funny now, because the first time I listened to it was kind of annoying.
Yeah. It was kind of
no
Annalisa-ish.
All right, let's get on with it, shall we?
Yes, please.
Exterior balcony. Annalisa and Lucas together, sipping champagne. He holds her fondly.
Get off my fondly.
You're going to get me in trouble with Maddie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep
Blame the
if you
woman.
keep holding my fondly.
Yeah. You're going to get me in trouble with Maddie walking around with those arms and that face and like just being a woman. Like, you're so to blame for everything. You know, yesterday I couldn't find my car keys. You bitch. I haven't seen you for 3 months. Look, I've got a lot of things. I've got a list of things that I blame you for, okay?
Impotence. Lack of talent. Tiny penis. It's your fault.
Disappointing in bed. No, he says, you're going to get me in trouble with Maddie. And Annalisa says, I thought you liked trouble. No, Lisa, that was you. I wanted to marry you, remember?
Oh, right.
Hang on, didn't he leave her?
So that's what she says.
So did I.
Okay, that's what she says.
You didn't act like someone who did. Like when you went to that rehearsal dinner and put a wedding dress on.
Remember, I wasn't there. That's not what you do at a wedding. Normally the groom's there. You should act a bit more like I'm there.
You didn't act like I was there at the rehearsal dinner.
Oh, that really is like putting the blame on someone.
That is some serious, like that's like next level victim blaming, isn't it? Wow, fucking hell. You didn't act like I wasn't sleeping with your sister. What? Yeah. Come on. If you'd acted more like I wasn't sleeping with your sister, then maybe I wouldn't have slept with your sister, okay? You're so to blame in this situation. Oh my god. No, he says you didn't.
Well done.
You didn't act like someone who did. That wasn't me, Lukey. That was the drink.
Oh,
baby. You're going to have to start taking responsibility for your own actions. Fucking hell. Who is this guy? It's like, as far as we know, he left her, like, at the rehearsal
Well, who told you
dinner.
that, though?
I know she did, but I mean...
what do you know about her?
She's a nightmare, yeah. She's
a nightmare, drunk, alcoholic, weirdo, liar.
So, is that what we're...
I've no idea. I've not read it.
Okay, fair enough.
I honestly don't know at this point.
We're learning about one of them.
I remember bits about it, but I've no idea. I mean, maybe you might be right.
Baby, you're going to have to start taking responsibility for your own actions. You're 33 this year. Shush, we're going with 30.
Aye.
Okay, so
She can't accept the truth.
She can't even tell the truth about her own age, like we can, now that we're 28.
before.
Well, I mean,
24.
it's difficult to accept when you're in, like us, when you're reaching your late 20s.
Yeah.
And like it can be really tough to accept.
I mean, we
that.
wouldn't lie about it because your penis gets bigger as you get older, doesn't it? So there's no reason for us to like act like we're younger. Because
Exactly, yeah,
that just means our penises are smaller.
These tiny 28-year-old penises that are like
Minute.
so small,
It's like a micro penis.
barely reach our knees.
Yeah.
Barely reach down to our knees, man.
I mean,
Oh my
sometimes
God, it's so bad.
sometimes I hurt my toe when it slaps against it, but I mean, that's not, that's only every day. Twice.
Yeah. Whereas if we were old,
With blades, because
like
it's
if
a
we were,
sharp penis.
if we were, then our penises would be so long they'd reach to the moon because it gets bigger.
Yeah, you don't blame us for the fact that the moon died. Because our sharp murder penises. Because our sharp murder penises
killed the moon.
killed the moon.
Yeah, don't blame us for that. Blame Annalisa, it's her fault. If only Annalisa had acted more like we didn't have sharp moon-killing murder penises, then we wouldn't have killed the moon, would we? Fucking hell, Annalisa. You're going to get me in trouble with Maddie. I thought you liked trouble. No, Lise, that was you. I wanted to marry you, remember? So did I. You didn't act like someone who did. That wasn't me, Lukey. That was the drink. You were talking to a gin and tonic. I was over there saying, I want to get married. You're like, hey, gin and tonic. Hey, Annalisa, the gin and tonic, do you want to get married? What do you mean, no? I'm not saying no.
I told you to buy glasses.
Yeah. And he's like, baby, you're going to have to start taking responsibility for your own actions. You're 33 this year. You're... Shush, we're going with 30. Okay, so why did you come here, hey? Maybe I came to give you one last fling before you're shackled to the blonde.
Oh, right.
I came here to have sex with you.
Yeah.
Anyway, after that, they smile at one another.
Oh, so he's up for it, yeah?
Exterior, Bob's mansion, morning. So, we don't know what happened, I guess.
Sex.
Let's find out. Sexy sex. A cab pulls up and Annalisa clambers out. Interior, Will's bedroom. Will has the music box playing. He's fucking weird as well. Isn't he? Like every 5 minutes, you're like, right, I'm just gonna go upstairs and listen to my music box. I love it. Music boxes are fucking annoying. They're like these weird mechanical things that have got 8 notes in them that happen by a bit of metal hitting another bit of metal.
Robot action.
They are robots. They're like really simple robots because it's just a bit of metal hitting other bits of metal with holes in it, right? So that's all it is. And he goes plink, plink, plinkety, plink, plonk. And he listens to it all the time. That's his favourite song. His music box is his favourite song. What's your favourite song? Is it by the Beatles? Oh, my favourite song is Plinky, Plinky, Plonk, Plink by my music box. So he's probably dancing to his music box. Getting down in his room. He's definitely dancing. It says here, Will is dancing to his music box. No, it doesn't. Will has the music box playing and sits staring into space.
Oh, God.
He's got his telescope out.
He's back to fucking being depressed,
Moping,
isn't he?
yeah,
Like,
absolutely. Knock, knock at the door. Annalisa enters in her wedding dress. Oh my God. She's come to make it worse, right? He's depressed. She's like, hello, question. Do you feel bad? Because I've come to make you feel even fucking worse.
Yeah.
A little drunk, she flops onto the bed next to him. He doesn't speak. Well, don't hate me, please. I actually wasn't going to go through with it, but then we had that champagne and it started seeming like a good idea. And I don't know if she's talking about fucking her ex-boyfriend or putting on a wedding dress and going to the gig where her ex-boyfriend was playing with Will.
Or third option, robbing the Bank of England.
So she says all that and then ends with, Will, I blame it on the drink. And Will says,
Right.
It doesn't matter. I don't still love him, Will. It's fine. Oh, pause. She needs something to say. So, isn't a music box a kind of girly thing for a man? Good timing, right? Oh, by the way, I fucked my boyfriend and took you to a place while I was wearing a wedding dress and snogged you at him. By the way, you're a girl. You're not a man enough, and my sexy ex-boyfriend is. How'd you feel now, dead wifo? How's your dead kid? Is she still dead?
Yeah.
Ha ha! Oh, crying about your dead kid, are you? What a woman! What a woman!
Yeah.
Oh, why don't you man up, Will?
Yeah,
why don't you
yeah.
man up and get over your kid who died? What was it, like 3 months ago or something? Jesus Christ!
So that's quite.
I don't think it establishes exactly how long it is, but it seems like it's not that long, but months. Rather
It can't be
than
too long
days.
because otherwise they wouldn't be a kid anymore, would they? They'd be an adult.
Get over your dead adult.
My understanding of how kids work. But yeah, I mean, no, you're right. He is a man. That's a good point. He probably shouldn't be crying about his dead
That's
kid.
not my point.
What?
My point is Annalisa's terrible.
Yeah, but his dead kid has been dead. They're not coming back.
Yeah,
he should
no.
just kind of get over it.
No, he shouldn't. No, and saying that's really awful, and he should be allowed to mourn his own child.
Yeah, but not
And
all the
Annalisa
time.
should leave him alone
He
because
shouldn't be
she's
mourning his
terrible.
dead child because, like, the girl he fancied a bit, like, decided to snog her boyfriend. He shouldn't be, like, then going, like, oh, my kid's dead. It's like, what's that going to do with anything?
Anyway, it's not even about the death. That's not what she's saying. She's just saying, "Oh, you've got a music box. What a girl you are," which is bad in a whole different way.
Well, that's kind of true, though. I mean, men don't really have music boxes, do they? Girls have
You've
them.
got a collection of about 20. You like to sit in your room surrounded by your music box, putting your tutu on. Don't you? Like to put your special unicorn socks
And you
on.
understand what you're doing now is just like being the thing you're objecting to.
That's
It's not,
my joke.
Because you know, for all I do have that collection. And I was
and
joking.
mock
I
you
was
for
joking,
it.
and now you've been
I
mean.
mock you for it regularly. Yeah.
So he's a big sissy girl cry pants, right? That's what. Right. That's what she says.
Yeah,
There you
yeah.
go.
What we've established is that Will is a big sissy girl cry pants. Right? That's what we know
Yeah.
from this scene. He's like, no, poor me and my dead kid.
Yeah.
No. And she rightfully mocks him for it. So she says, "Oh, isn't a music box kind of a girly thing for a man?" And he says, "You should get some sleep," which is a polite way of saying "fuck off."
Yeah, she's just trying to like get a rise out of him, you know.
Yeah.
I don't think she really thinks that a music box is a girl thing. I think she thinks it's for everyone, but she's just pretending.
She actually thinks the music boxes are really manly. She's super turned on by the fact that he has
Because she's
one.
got one with a dick in. When you press
That
the
is
button,
the-
it
that
plays,
is the definition
plays
of
music, a big
manliness.
flopping dildo comes out, and
Yeah,
she
yeah.
sits on it. Oh no, that's just a vibrator. A musical vibrator. She's getting confused.
She is she is very confused. You're absolutely right. She doesn't even seem to know what manly is. She thinks it's a dildo that plays music.
Musical dildo. Well, that's more manly. A musical dildo is more manly than a music box, right? Because it's, you know.
Because it's got a penis.
Yes.
I know, you think that it's all about penises. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, she thinks
that, yeah.
manliness is all about penises and nothing else.
And
yeah.
the owning of one.
Yeah, and it spinning around and playing music.
Yeah, specifically that part.
Yeah. And if you have got a penis but it doesn't spin around and play music, then you're not a man. that's how Annalisa defines gender. She's like, so you've got. I'm just about to do my checklist. Number one, have you got a penis? Yes. Does it spin around and play music? No. Okay, not a man.
This is why we don't know, but this is what Lucas was talking about back at the party. Is that, you know, everyone who's been in a relationship has left her because like she's been disappointed that they didn't have a rotating musical penis. Because, you know, there is no definition of man or woman, is there?
Well, there is, but it doesn't have to be that way.
Well,
I mean,
there is.
if you look in
Yeah.
a dictionary, there
is because we just defined it as having a rotating musical penis. But I mean, that's not true.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is that you know,
The
we're free to be whatever we wish to be.
The definition of male and female should be more fluid and not so stringent.
Yeah.
And if you want
You
to say,
shouldn't be required to have a musical rotating penis. Because I've been made all my life. I've been made to feel.
Well,
Like,
maybe
not a man, simply because my penis doesn't rotate and play the
maybe you should, right? Maybe if you think about
Maybe
it,
I should
'cause-
what?
Well, no, maybe you said like you shouldn't have to be called a man. You shouldn't have to have a rotating musical penis, is what you said. And I'm saying maybe you're not right about
Okay.
that. Maybe the world would be a better place if that were the definition of a man.
Yeah.
And anyone who didn't have that is not allowed to call themselves a man, be a man, or act like a man, right? And maybe all that shit that men do will stop because there are no men anymore. Because you're like, oh, you want to be a big masculine kind of macho man, do you? Well, here's your surgery.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you, but I am concerned that then loads of men would do it.
Yeah, they would. But I feel like they
Fucking
would
hell,
deserve
man.
it.
Fucking hell, one. I
penis.
will get that surgery. Look at my fucking rotating musical penis.
Look how big it is.
He's playing like a what's a good song from like Swan Lake or something.
No, it would be because it would be manly songs. It'd be
that's
all like
Mr. Ben again.
Look, my penis plays Mr. Ben. my penis plays the sooty theme. I'm
amazing.
telling you what, men would be so lame at what music they chose. So many men would be like, "Oh, my penis plays Eye of the Tiger" or something really fucking.
I don't think you're allowed that. It's still going to be music that's played on one of those kind of like.
It's got to be music box music.
Yeah.
All right, so you can have Eye of the Tiger, but it's got to be that version. Blink, 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 blink. Yeah, that's.
Do you like my
yeah.
penis? No, not especially.
It's really,
Do you
really
like the way it plays Eye of the Tiger? It's really hard music, isn't it?
Yeah, really manly music. Blink, 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 blink.
So
So that's the world. That's the future we envision.
that's the world according to Annalisa. She's a strange one. No wonder she can't find love.
She's got very high standards.
Weird. They high?
So yeah, no. Well, not only do I want a man who has a music box rotating musical penis, but I want all men to have
Yeah.
at first, so I can choose the tune I like best.
Yeah. Yeah, so I can, and then I can claim 50% of the royalties of that tune. Yeah.
And it's my idea, so I get 50% of the royalties to all tunes
And
on
50%
all
of the
penises.
penis.
Oh, half the penises, yes.
Which half? The bottom half. And the top half is going to float away. Gravity!
Penis gravity.
Yeah. Imagine if someone had removed the bottom half of your penis to the top half.
That's just removing
Actually,
the penis
to be
and
honest,
cutting it in
to
half.
be honest, the top half would float away. I mean, not like float, but it would go.
Not like a balloon.
It wouldn't just still be there
wouldn't-
attached.
It would,
right?
Well, it wouldn't float. It wouldn't float.
So we learned stuff here. You can't remove the bottom half of the penis and expect the top half to remain.
It wouldn't float. Remain. That's what you got to say.
It's like Brexit, your penis.
You've got to fully Brexit your penis.
Yeah.
Or just don't.
That 48, 52 thing's not happening with your penis. If you wanted to remove your penis from the
He
European
removed
Union,
52% of my penis, but he chose the bottom half.
Yeah.
And the other 48% that wanted to remain just floated away.
float away to space. Doctor Who's
Doctor's trying to save it.
Doctor Who's explaining why it's floated away. Nobody knows what he's talking about, but he's trying to explain it like
one
pretending
ever
like
has
he's a
a clue.
genius. He's like, listen, I'm a genius, okay?
Let me tell you why penises float away.
First of all, if you cut them off, right? You know, they weigh penis weight.
Yes, and then if there's no penis gravity on your moon, then your penis floats away. Okay. Yeah, and then when it's in space, Daleks attack it
Yeah.
and exterminate.
Yeah.
Right, that happens. Yeah. And then Doctor Who's all like, "Oh shit, your penis got exterminated. I tried to save it."
They try exterminating 48% of the penis. That's what Daleks are always doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. They've got one goal, Daleks, which is to exterminate 48% of a penis. Of all penises.
And you're just helping them by like Brexiting the base of your penis and then letting the remain 48% float into space. That's just helping the Daleks.
It really is, isn't it?
To exterminate.
No one comes out good from Brexit. That's what we've learned from this.
Yeah, everyone loses because like what's so good for that 52% that are now in the bin?
Yeah.
They're just being chucked in the penis bin.
Yeah, they've committed suicide. And now they're watching the rest of the populace get shot by Daleks in space. This is, I mean, that's about as good a description as Brexit as anyone else has got.
Little Howard dreamed of being a writer, and so he sat and wrote every night. But everything he wrote was fucking shite, yeah. Wubba-dubba-doo, wubba-dubba-doo. Worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world.
Thanks for listening to this episode of The Worst Writer in the World. Did you enjoy it, Howard?
I had an adequate time.
Well, I hope that the listener had a better than adequate time. And if they
did,
they might like to get more stuff by us or simply to support us to carry on making this show by joining the Secret Gang on Patreon for as little as $2 a month. Give it a try, check it out, see what an extraordinary amount of other content you'll get.
Yep.
And also how happy you'll make us. Here's a picture of us smiling. Listen. I'm so glad you actually did it. Thanks for listening, everybody. Check out the Secret Gang by going to manbycow.com/free. In fact, so you can get the free stuff first, and we hope
we should start sending them to a different address that says manbycow.com/£1,000,000, and then we'll be rich.
If the internet works like that, if you follow a link that has £1 million in it, you lose £1 million. And
I think it probably does. Judging that by my amazing knowledge of ducks, I think that I probably understand how the internet works as well.
Anyway, go and check out our website that Howard built. see what you think of it. manbycow.com/free. Thanks for listening, everybody. Bye-bye, milk.
Goodbye, milk.
He's a stupid, suck-ass, rubbish writer. Yeah.